crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent, off-balance jumper. Nailed it.
Pierre to Gary Trent Jr. And oh my goodness, that's how you end the game, folks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you guys to Peachtree Ridge High School here in Suwanee, Georgia for the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase 2019. My name is Hassan Khan alongside Lewis Preston. And Lewis, first matchup we've got for us here today out of 5 games, Creekside versus Milton. What are you looking forward to the most in this game?
Well, everybody knows Milton has now finally got a full group here with the football players and everything, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out. Even more importantly is to see how Creekside is going to come out, because although they have a 6-14 record, just looking at them, they look like they're much better than that.
And for Creekside, they are 6-14. As for Milton, they're 12-7, but we'll be right back after the national anthem.
Senior number 2, Josh Favors. At guard, 6'6" junior number 3, John Bollier. At guard, 6'3" senior number 4, Kobe Isaac. At forward, 6'6" senior number 5, Jerron Charles. And at guard, 5'10" senior number 12, Justin Wall.
And we welcome you guys back into Peachtree Ridge High School as they are announcing these starting lineups here today for both teams. Creekside being led by head coach Anthony McKissick, and for Milton, head coach Alan Whiteheart.
You know, Hassan, one of the things that's going to be very interesting today is to not only 2 different styles of teams, but how they're going to make adjustments throughout the course of the game. That's going to be very important, as well as you in preparation for the games that both of these teams have coming up this week. So, in a sense, great opportunity to work on some things, maybe throw in a couple new things here and there, and then at the end of the day, learn a little bit more about your group.
Again, Hassan Khan here alongside Lewis Preston for our first of 5 matchups here in Peachtree Ridge High School for the BCB MLK Showcase 2019, as we are getting ready for tip-off. For Milton, that is David Banks. And for Creekside, That's going to be John Moliere. And here we go as 5 games are underway. Possession at first will be going to Milton. Dribbling the ball in between his legs is going to be Bruce Thornton. Going off on the top of your screen now is going to be Evan Hurst. Outside on the perimeter is Donovan Hairston. Gives it back to Malachi Martin, and out of the hands, but trying to pass it back and out of bounds was Hairston.
Ball just kind of slipped through his hands, you know, kind of that those first early moments of games. As coaches, you know, you always want teams to get off to a great start, so how do they move forward from it?
As for Creekside, Creekside's going to be in the whites and Milton in the red. It's going to be Justin Walton. Walton out to Kobe Isaac. 7-18, not a single basket yet. Isaac tried to get around the defender, could not. Going to pass it outside. It's going to be Josh Favors. Back to Walton, back to Isaac. Favors handling it now. Walton, a minute has passed. Walton, Favors, and Isaac just playing against each other, but Jerron Charles tried to set up a screen to no avail. Milton with solid defense right now.
And Hassan, this is the reason why I'm a firm believer of the shot clock here in the state. I mean, nothing against what Creekside is running right now. Just basically simple dribble weave to kind of find some chinks in the armor right there. But all Milton's doing is switching it up top. Once again.
Absolutely, as this is going to be a foul. You nailed it, Lewis. There's been many games so far, just being here for the whole entire 2018-2019 season. There's been instances where the shot clock, it's pretty necessary, and
right.
Nonetheless, this early in the game, it may not matter as much, but Favors now. We'll pass it out to Walton. It's going to be Jerron Charles getting the ball for the first time here today. Isaac, 2 minutes have passed now. Went for the shot, did not get it. Walton tried to save it. Going to be out of bounds.
So you hold the ball 2 minutes to take an air ball shot right there by Creekside. Now let's see what Milton can do right here coming up in their second offensive possession.
Milton now will have it. It's going to be Evan Hurst working it. On the perimeter is going to be Bruce Thornton. Middle of the screen. It's going to be Hurst. Outside again through Thornton. Nice shot right there.
Great job right there. Great job right there. Penetration right there by Evan Hurst to get the defense to suck in. Passes over the top for a nice three-point shot right there by Thornton.
Lewis, it was 2.5 minutes before we had the first basket of the game.
Well, you know, Creekside held the ball for about a minute and 45 seconds.
Attempted shot is no good by Moliere. Trying to work quickly is going to be Hurst. Cannot put it up, and saving it from going out of bounds is Isaac out of the right hand of Walton. Now Favors driving inside. Going to put it up. He will get it. Favors will put it up 2-3 with less than 5 minutes in the first quarter. Now for Milton. Donovan Hairston to Hurst. Thornton. Now Milton's taking their time.
Once again, looks like Creekside is going to stay in this 2-3-2-1-2 alignment right here.
Going for the shot. It looked like he was bumped for a second, but able to put it up, and good recovery by Malachi Martin.
And once again, once you can get inside the paint in regards to zone, man-to-man, I don't care who you are, Coach K, Roy Williams, Bill Self, you know, Johnny Dawkins, all of them. It's hard to be in full help and recover. Somebody's going to be left open.
It's going to be Josh Favors trying to reach up, put it up with his right, and had interference in the way. That foul will be called against Jerron Charles. I'm sorry, this is going to be Bruce Thornton.
And it's going to be very interesting to see how Milton, because of Creekside's athleticism, how's Milton going to take and sit down in front of them? Are they going to get a full step off of them so they don't absorb and get those types of fouls called and maybe give up that 17 to 20-foot jump shot or maybe a three-point shot? Or are they going to try to gamble? Because one of the things watching Creekside, they like to get out in transition. They're going to try to take you one-on-one and get as close to the basket as possible.
As Favors is 1 for 2 on his free throw attempts right there. Now this is going to be Thornton for Milton. Outside to Hairston. Being guarded pretty well by Walton. Walton will now switch and guard Thornton. Thornton to Hurst. Hairston, now Thornton trying to drive inside. Will instead give it to Hurst. Thought he had a lane open to Hairston. Hit the back of the rim. Now in the hands of Creekside. Favors. Dribbling with his right, now to his left behind the back. Underhand toss it to Walton. Thornton. Right hand in front of him. Step back. Favors. Back to Walton. 3-12, 3-5 is your score. Favors, nice juke right there to put it up. Nice touch.
Really nice touch by Favors right there. Thornton doing a great job getting the ball out on a make. It's just a great job right there by Milton, taking and playing outside, getting the ball inside, and then taking and cutting and moving off of it for the nice lay-in.
A nice layup right there by Malachi Martin as Kobe Isaac. Trying to drive inside, out of his hands. Able to recover. Favors. Lost control of it, and it just hit the paint. Hit the line and out of bounds, and Martin will now toss it in for Milton.
One of the things that's exciting to me just watching this game right now is just how quickly that Milton is looking to push it back in transition. And it's really causing Creekside not to be able to get back in their 2-3 alignment, which is allowing them for some easy shots.
Nice steal right there by John Moliere. And this is stolen back by Thornton. As the lane open, going for the layup and getting it for Milton is going to be Jordan Yates, the Georgia Tech recruit, not for basketball, but for football.
7A state champs.
Coming into the game now for Creekside was Devin Bell. Bell will handle it now. Thornton left hand in front of him. Trying to set up the screen is Moliere. Isaac. Behind the back, switches direction. Yates, good defense. Moliere. We're approaching a minute and a half. 5-9 is the score. Favors. Back to Moliere. Was wanting to go for the three. Will not get in. That one's going to be short of the rim.
You know, I'm a basketball guy through and through, but when I look at Yates, you know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger, Tyronn Matthew. Is it the hair?
Yep. It's the hair. It's the facial. I mean, if you did a whatever you call it, a doppelganger, they look just like each other.
See if you can play with the same intensity.
If he plays anything like that, he's gonna have a nice long career.
Thornton.
Creekside can't stay in front of Thornton right now. Thornton at any point in time can take him off the dribble because of his body. Just stronger, more physical. It's hard to believe he's only a freshman.
6'2", 185-pound freshman Bruce Thornton leads the way with 5 points for the team. This is Hairston now. Has a man open with Martin. Martin puts it up with his left, and trying to block it was Kobe Isaac.
That was a great transition pass right there by Donovan Harrison. Led him right to the basket. All he had to do was put it in, got the goaltend, easy two.
Now Martin leads the team with 6 points as we are under a minute left in this first quarter. 5-13 is your score. Milton on top. And just out of the reach of Favors. Pass was intended for him by Devin Bell. All right, Lewis, well, we were talking about that shot clock.
Yeah.
Is it coming in play? Will you just hold the ball?
Nah, I just think you got to keep playing at this point.
Yates, bounce pass. And then in between the legs of Martin.
Yeah. You heard Coach Whitehart down on the sideline screaming. As a coach, that's the worst thing you could do. You got the ball for one shot, then you turn it over just by not making a good pass and being somewhat lazy with the ball.
And not just turning it over, but turning it over with plenty of time to where Creekside can score and doesn't give Milton a chance to score. But Yates with a nice steal. Hairston, easy layup for him. Donovan layup for the first basket for him. As Bell's shot is no good right there. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on SUVTV.com. Back here on the SUVTV.com. 5-15 is your score, and we just wanted to remind you that you can watch SUV TV anytime, anywhere. On Amazon TV, Roku TV, and of course, watch the SUVTV.com.
It's a great job right there by Creekside coming out. Nice little play right there for a 3 to start the second quarter.
Kobe Isaac putting up the first basket as Milton will answer right there. Kobe Isaac, that three-pointer was the first point scored for Creekside besides Josh Favors.
In the game for Creekside, number 1, Miles McAdoo.
What's really interesting right now, Hassan, is just how easily Milton is breaking either Creekside's full court pressure or what they're doing in the zone in the half court. So, you know, Coach McKissic's going to have to make some different decisions in regards to what he's doing defensively, or this could be a very long day.
Martin had a lot of three, or a sea of white jerseys in front of him, but he is able to put it up. Has 8 points on the day. This is Devin Bell.
Could have been close to a 5-second right there.
Nice basket right there by Devin Bell. Donovan Hairston will answer that. 22-11 is your score now with 6.5 minutes in the second quarter.
And once again, Creekside keeps throwing a variety of different things. Milton's able to handle it now. I just want to see Milton come down here and get 3 stops in a row. Got to stay on the ground right there.
Trying to be aggressive and put it up was Niles McAdoo. Yates will end up with it, and that's Hairston again with another easy layup.
It's easy to say that right now that Milton scored half of their points in transition. I think Donovan Harrison has scored, 6 of his 7 in transition right now?
Absolutely. Being in the right place at the right time. Devin Bell is going to be surrounded by red jerseys, but giving it out to Niles McAdoo and putting it up.
And that's the third 3 that Milton's given up this quarter now.
McAdoo with his first basket of the day, and Yates will answer back. 4 points on the day for Jordan Yates. The 6'2", 185 6'5" senior, like we mentioned, is committed to Georgia Tech.
Can I call him the mini honey badger?
We'll coin that term. Definitely playing like it as trying to put it up in the basket was John Moliere. But Austin Weiner will be called with a foul.
I'm just kind of curious to see right now what's Creekside going to do to try to take and make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand, because it can get out of hand quick, fast, and in a hurry.
5 minutes in this quarter. 14-26.
Nice back tip right there by Creekside.
Now for Creekside, trying to drive up and passing it back to Devin Bell. Putting it up to no avail is going to be Moliere. Thornton out to Hairston again. And there it is again. Right place, right time. 9 points on the day for Donovan Hairston.
Scoring them all in transition, making it look easy.
Bell to Walton.
Good defense right there.
That was Jerron Charles trying to set up the screen, able to handle the ball, give it out to Bell. Walton now with Thornton.
This is the other part of Thornton's game I think is going to take it on to a whole nother level. We like his size. We like his strength. Defensively, it's very hard for guys to get by him.
Going for the three-pointer is Justin Walton. Hits the front of the rim. Thornton able to rebound. Yates has been good with the layups all day, and he gets one right there. And for Creekside, they need to discuss some strategies right here to stop those layups by Hairston and Yates. As they discuss their strategies, we'll be right back on the SUVTV.com. Back here on the SUVTV.com, Hassan Khan alongside Lewis Preston. 30-14 is the score currently, as Creekside will handle the ball now. This is Devin Bell to Walton. Thornton now in the defense. You're going to see on the bottom of your screen. Attempted screen by John Moliere. Tamir Frazier, first time we're going to be calling his name, checks into the game.
I tell you, one of the things that's very interesting right now is that Milton's not only imposing their will defensively, it's leading them to get easy baskets in transition offense. But once again, you know, they've come out here with a purpose. They've come out focused. Now, they've given up 3 threes in the second quarter, which is something, no doubt in my mind, that Coach Whitehart will talk about at the half. But their energy and intensity has gone up a level of 2 as we got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go before halftime.
That foul was officially on Jordan Yates, and that's 3 fouls so far for Milton. Evan Hurst is going to be on the coverage with Justin Walton. Niles McAdoo made a 3 earlier. He's going to miss that one. Thornton will handle it. Donovan Hairston. Nice touch right there by Donovan Hairston.
Nice little inside out right there. Tough finish, but you know what? He's been working on those, and he's getting rewarded for that hard work.
Nice basket right there by Devin Bell. Has 4 points on the day.
But whether you score or whether you miss, Milton's getting it out fast, and they're pushing it back in transition. Now, right there that's great offense right there when you can take and get a team foul. And Bruce Thornton doing a great job of getting that team foul right there, just over half court.
Absolutely, Milton with 2 fouls on the day. and trying to put it up.
Kind of sound like a broken record right now. Nobody can stay in front of Bruce Thornton, and he's making it look really easy right now. I mean, nice little inside out, having a chance for a three-point play.
J.J. Wilson, number 5, Bruce Thornton at the line, shooting 1.
Absolutely, as he goes to the line for an and one. Thornton will miss that, but rebounded well by Milton. Putting it up was Austin Weiner.
Nice body for a sophomore right there, 6'6". Definitely going to keep an eye on his progress.
6'6", 235 pounds. Austin Weiner checks into the game at the right moment as he puts points on the board. Milton up at 36-16. Weiner loses control of the ball.
In the game for the Seminoles, number 23, Keewan Thomas.
But it was knocked out of his hands by Keewan Thomas. Weiner will inbound it in to Thornton as we approach the 2-minute warning. 36-16.
You hit us with the 2-minute warning in basketball, huh?
I try.
Okay.
Still in the football mood after yesterday.
You know what? I'll talk about football next September. I'm all basketball all the time, so.
Well, unlike yesterday, the refs have been doing a good job in calling the fouls.
They haven't had to call that much because everything's in transition. So they've made this game somewhat easy, Hassan, but they have done a great job, and this game has gone along and flowed very smoothly up to this point. I think it's the first time you and I have done a game together.
I think so.
I always have something to say about the refs. So
Something I got to get used to.
Exactly. And if I'm saying something positive about the refs, y'all might want to go play lottery numbers.
In the game for Milton, number 32, Malachi Martin.
As the first free throw attempt is good by Kobe Isaac. Isaac, who's having a really good year, averaging 16.3 points per game, is 2 for 2 right there. He's getting Division I interest from schools, the 6'3" senior point guard, as Hairston. Boy, doesn't matter if it's coming from your right, from your left.
It's making it look really, really easy right now.
Donovan Hairston with 13 points so far, minute and a half.
I keep asking myself why he doesn't have more Division I interest and offers right now, but once again, spending 17 years on that side, we always kept a scholarship or two just in case.
Creekside basket by number 20, J.J. Wilson.
Good basket right there by J.J. Wilson. As Donovan Hairston, like you mentioned, getting some interest from schools such as Navy, Washburn, and Washington. It's going to be Hurst trying to put it up to no avail. Isaac, another man that's getting Division I interest. The ball will slip out of his hands. 48 seconds, 20-38.
In the game for the Seminoles, number 21,
I think one of the things that's important this time of year, you have some kids that are seniors that kind of get a little antsy, a little itchy right now because might be lacking interest. Just keep going and playing your games. If I can say anything, continue to go play your game, and at the end of the day, just let your play speak for you. All you need is one.
Nice recovery right there by number 23, Cameron Walker. Now with 30 seconds. For Creekside, this is Keewan Thomas. Out to Isaac with Hairston in front of him. Isaac will try to take it himself. No good. Out of the hands of Walton, just fingertips away from making a steal, and Martin able to pick it up.
It's like a quarterback making a great lead pass right there, Hassan.
Beautiful
there you go, I made a
pass.
football reference.
3 seconds. Out of the perimeter. Go for it is Niles McAdoo. Will get it to end the half. So 23-42 is your score at the end of the half. As we approach halftime, we wanted to tell you guys and thank our sponsor, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. At Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, the sports medicine team doesn't just treat the pain from sports injuries. They work with the young athletes to fix the problem and teach them proper sports mechanics. When you choose Children's, You're in the hands of specialists who understand how to help young athletes get back in the game. Visit choa.org/sportsmed to learn more. Hassan Khan alongside Lewis Preston, 23-42 is your score in favor of Milton. We'll be right back in a few minutes. You guys are watching the SUVTV.com.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Rudy Bentley here with Blue Collar Basketball. I'm here with Coach Griffin from Wesleyan High School.
I got no audio. Sorry.
Can't hear it? Yeah, I'll just speak up. Maybe you can hear me out of here. So, Coach, just wanted to ask you, what are some keys to your guys' success this year, and what do you need to do to take your team to the next level going down the postseason?
I think the biggest keys for us has just been really balanced guard play. We've got 4 guys averaging double figures, all who play guard in our 4-guard system. So, for us, it's hopefully on any given night we're really hard to prepare for, paired with us just playing pretty good man-to-man defense. We'll mix in a little bit of zone here and there, but that's kind of been our core tenets, is just ball movement from great guards and really just trying to get after it defensively. And you just want to keep pushing those 2 things, because if you can have good guards and good D, you're gonna be able to play pretty far into the postseason.
For sure. It's going to be a good matchup. I think 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched. What do you think your guys are most excited for in playing in a tournament like this on MLK Day?
I just think it's a chance to play against a really good program like Lakeview, and with Coach Cottrell, who's done a great job for, everywhere he's been, going back to Gainesville and Flowery Branch. So, these guys know Blue Collar and they know y'all's organization, so they realize this is, one of the better showcases in Atlanta, and a chance to just show that we as a program belong kind of with the better teams in Metro Atlanta.
Love that. Appreciate you, Coach. Thanks,
man.
and I look forward to watching you guys play.
Right, take care. Yeah, like halfway through, kicked in good.
You want to roll right into it? Coach, come on in. You turn it down a little bit. All right. Rudy Bentley here with Blue Collar Basketball. I'm here with Coach Cottrell for Lakeview Academy. Coach, you guys got senior-heavy team this year. Got some guys that have a lot of experience. How have they helped you guys kind of take that step in the right direction this year?
I'm really excited about our seniors. We've got fantastic senior leadership. 3 in particular with Blake McIntyre, Alan Cottrell, and Arturo Varela. They're doing a fantastic job leading our guys.
Love that, love that. And what do you think they can do differently? I mean, how can they enhance your team going forward? What are some things that they can do a little bit differently as they go down the stretch in the season?
I think the biggest part of things that we're all concentrating on is our attention to detail. And they're doing a fantastic job with that, teaching our young guys kind of how to do things.
Absolutely. Coach, appreciate you. Looking forward to watching you guys play.
Thank you
and
very much.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Hassan Khan alongside Lewis Preston as we are underway with the second half of this game. Creekside versus Milton. Milton with the 19-point lead as Creekside tries to cut into that deficit. This is Devin Bell. 4 points on the day so far. The 5'7" senior will hand it off to McAdoo. McAdoo now to Favors. Favors not able to control it. Thornton tried to get it out to Martin. A little short, but able to pick it up. And in front of him and was Creekside and not able to get the shot off. This is Favors. Hurst with great defense. Got it with his left hand, but his left foot was out of bounds.
And one of the things that I was, like I said, to be curious about to come out here to start the second half, two things. How's Creekside going to come out? You know, they ended the first half on that made three. Are they going to come out here with some energy and activity? How's Milton going to come out to start the second half? You got a 19, 20-point lead here. Once again, for coaches, you're always finding what are those buttons you can push. Once again, Creekside starting out this second half in that 2-3 zone, kind of making it more of a kind of a matchup look.
As Hairston, man who did it all at the first quarter, rebounded and tried to put it up, was David Banks. Not able to get it. This is Devin Bell outside. Now going for the shot, will get it.
Creekside basket by number 21, John Bonet.
25-42, so they're cutting into the deficit slowly but surely. It is down to 17 as Thornton.
Nice inside out. Nice.
Inside out to Malachi Martin for the three.
That is how you pass versus zone right there. You take that clip, swung it around, passed it inside out, made a nice easy three right in rhythm.
It was a combination of David Banks and Malachi Martin right there as Favors will cut inside, tries to use the backboard to his advantage. Will not get the shot. Hurst able to pick it up. Hairston,
nice
no look pass.
Nice pass over the top.
Another football reference. Was that Patrick Mahomes right there? No look pass.
Oh, there we go. Now, if he would have thrown it with the opposite hand now. I tell you, Mahomes was phenomenal yesterday. I'm telling you. If you don't have stock in him, you need to get some. And once again, I'm not a football guy.
McAdoo outside now to Favors. Gets past Thornton. Reaches around. Nice hook shot.
Just look how fast Milton gets the ball down in transition on a make or a miss. That right there, that's culture. When you start talking about coaching culture, you know, knowing Alan Whiteheart for the last 11 years, he did it at Centennial, he's done it at Buford, he did it at Etowah, and he's doing the same thing here in Milton. Just keeping it consistent and just keeping it real.
Bounce pass by Hurst to Martin. Shot is no good. Bell now has it with 4:48 and counting. 27-47 is the score. And Banks will end it up with the rebound and will give it to Thornton. Falling down in the process is Niles McAdoo.
Down for basket by number 5, Bruce Thornton.
So for McAdoo, that's his first foul of the day.
And what I've said the entire game up to this point, it's hard to stay in front of Bruce Thornton. You know, he's just bigger, stronger, more physical. Oh, that gave the and one on that one, huh? Oh,
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I thought they was going into the line for two, but
I didn't know that the NBA was over here at Peachtree Ridge. Okay. All right.
Gave him the and one. Now he's 1 for 2 on free throws for the day. That pass is taken by Hurst, going for the alley-oop and not able to deliver.
It's a nice pass by Harrison right there. Nice pass. Just couldn't finish it. Nice little two-man basketball right there.
Going for a long three is going to be McAdoo.
Hey, not to take the words away from Mark Jackson, but hand down, man down. You got to have your hands up there to contest that three-point shot.
Absolutely. Hairston trying to answer with a three of his own, and he's been doing it all today. 16 points on the day for Donovan Hairston. Out to Niles McAdoo. Back and forth with the threes.
I tell you, between the second quarter up to this point, they've made 5 or 6 threes.
A lot of shooting. We've been seeing here, trying to go for the pass was McAdoo to Bell, and running into him was Thornton.
Mini Honey Badger is back in. Jordan Yates.
Mini Honey Badger.
Yeah. Mini Badger. No, you got to put honey with it.
You got it with the hair.
It's got to be Mini Honey Badger. Yeah. Jordan Yates he came in and he definitely put his imprint all over the game with how he's been taking and playing. I'm going to tell you, that's 2 assists right there that Harrison should have had right there on easy misses.
Yeah, that one was missed by Banks, and going for the long shot is Justin Walton.
That might be I think that's a 7-3.
Yates, nice pass. Quickly getting it out of his hands to Donovan Hairston.
It's really interesting at how good of a passing team that Milton is. Had a chance to talk to Coach Whitehart before the game, and he said this is their 3rd game with everybody. So for them, it's almost like a new season. Just talking to him and his assistant coaching staff, and they're really excited, and we can see why. Because they really do share the ball. They're very unselfish, knocking down shots, getting out in transition. They make the game look really easy, but more importantly, make the game a lot of fun.
Yeah, like you said, sharing the shots as Harrison, nice step. And before Yates could bobble it in inside the rim, that foul is going to be called against Justin Walton.
Number 2, Donovan Hairston at the line, shooting 2.
Hairston will be at the line. Missed his one and only free throw attempt just a few seconds ago, as he is now 1 for 2.
In the game for the Seminoles, number 4, Kobe Isaac.
Yeah, like you said, Milton sharing the ball pretty consistently.
Right. Well, first of all, if you're gonna play for Alan Whitehart, you're gonna share the ball. I mean, this goes back to when he had Lorenzo Brown and Centennial. He did the same thing with Jackson Eder a couple years ago over at Ottawa. Did the same thing at Buford. I mean, you're going to share the ball that you're not going to be able to play.
Going for the spin move out to the perimeter with a 3 by Kobe Isaac. And that will lead to the Seminoles calling a timeout as they are discussing their strategies. We'll be right back here on the SUVTV.com.
Toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent, off balance jumper. Nails it.
High school for the BCB MLK Showcase. Hassan Khan here alongside Lewis Preston as game number 1 is in the 3rd quarter with 2:20 remaining. 39-57 with Milton in position.
This is the second time Coach McKissick has called a timeout after scoring a 3. And it's really interesting in that strategy right there because I think it kind of disrupts momentum somewhat, but he's been able to recover from it. I'm curious to see what Milton's going to do here because they've given up 8 threes over the course of the last 10, 11 minutes. And just really curious to see what Coach Whitehart's going to do. I know he got into his team pretty good.
We'll have to see, as Hairston was the only man for Milton looking to defend McAdoo and Isaac. McAdoo looking to go for that shot as he falls down, and Hairston will be called for the foul.
Number 1, Miles McAdoo at the line, shooting 2.
First foul for Hairston, and the first free throw attempts for Niles McAdoo. Already has 11 points on the day, and let's make it 12.
McAdoo's probably been one of the bright spots overall for Creekside, and it's just going to be interesting to continue to see how he plays throughout the course of the rest of this game. And you know, you've seen him more than I have, Hassan, and how does he keep growing and developing throughout the course of the season?
McAdoo will get both of his free throws, 41-57 now. Deficit is 16 for Creekside. This one deflected, able to be picked up by Martin. Thornton now will have it as they call a timeout. As they call a timeout, we wanted to tell you guys about the Oaks Course. Attention all golfers, experience the Oaks Course in Covington, Georgia, home of superb greens and friendly tees. The Oaks Course is open every day except Christmas and is located at 11240 Brown Bridge Road, Covington, Georgia, 30014. Visit www.golfoaks.com or call 770-786-3801. Mention SUV TV for $5 off of your next round.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go mention SUV TV so I can get $5. Now, just so you know, Hassan, I'm a horrendous golfer.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
So you're not a football guy. You're not a golf guy.
Strictly basketball.
Strictly basketball.
Yeah, don't even talk to me about baseball. So, but I will say this: I love watching golf. I love the mental aspect of it. Having an opportunity to do some volunteer work at Eastlake Golf Course with the Eastlake Foundation. Incredible experience, incredible game. Maybe later on in life I'll get out there and play it a little bit more, but for right now, it's all hoops every day.
And Milton has been all hoops today, leading by 16 as we approach the end of the third quarter. Thornton out to the mini Honey Badger. Yates not able to deliver with his assist. Walton now being stopped in his tracks by Martin. McAdoo to Isaac. Top of your screen. Moliere is trying to set up the screen. Harrison in front of him. Walton now. Close to midcourt. Isaac. McAdoo. Cutting inside, outside. Walton going for the three. A little bit too short. It's the left side of that rim. And that shot is no good. Thornton. His shot is no good. Walton to Isaac. Back to Walton. Trying to cut inside, 30 seconds. Binks trying to get a handle of it, but McAdoo's shot is no good. Hairston now has to work the clock. 20 seconds. I'm going to slow down the pace a little bit here. Thornton.
Definitely need to slow down the pace.
Hairston. Trying to get a hand in front of it was Isaac, and that'll go out of bounds.
I had the exact same thought as Coach Whitehart right there. You got to fake the pass, make the defense shift, and maybe get drive in there to that elbow for a nice, easy bucket.
And 5 seconds. Thornton cutting inside, but he's going to pass it outside to Hairston. Hairston go for the three as he says a prayer and hits the front of the rim. We still have 0.3 seconds left on the clock before the refs stopped it.
Yeah, Coach McKissick has the exact same look. You don't foul a three-point shooter late in the clock. You know, I mean, yeah, I would have my arms folded, maybe saying a couple other words.
By the way that Harrison has been playing here today, you'd expect Coach McKissick, it's just natural for him to kind of be upset, especially if you're going to foul someone. Why Hairston?
Yeah. I mean, Harrison's done a little bit of everything today in transition. He's knocked down a couple three-point shots, knocking down his free throws overall, playing a complete game And once again, I always try to tell people, going back from my eyes being a college basketball coach, that these are the young men right here. They're well coached, and more importantly, they understand and know how to win.
5 for 6 on his free throws for the day is Donovan Hairston leading the way with 23 points. 60-41 is your score. Milton on top at the end of the third. You guys are watching the SUVTV.com.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Back here on the SUVTV.com, Hassan Khan alongside Lewis Preston, as we have Milton in possession of the ball, already on top, 60-41, and
once again, great ball movement. I understand why Coach Whitehart is clapping, because every single player touched the ball on that position, on that possession right there, which led to a foul and the potential to knock down 2 free throws.
And you guys are here for the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase, as this is Fisher Finley. 2 for 2. Checks in for the first time in this game.
I like that name, Fisher Finley.
Nice little alliteration goes off the tongue, as Devin Bell cutting inside, now outside of Walton. Bell in the vicinity as well, but Walton's got to take it himself. Walton get his own shot. Isaac going for a 3 of his own. Martin tried to jump and attempt to block it, but able to pick it up as Isaac, and will get the shot.
This will be one of the keys tomorrow night when Milton takes on Lambert. What is Milton going to do to offset Lambert's size, especially Colin Granger? And just watching how they're giving up some different offensive rebounds, it's going to be very interesting to see if they're going to be able to get one and done. Another great pass right there for Donovan Harrison for a nice lay-in by Fisher Finley.
Like you mentioned, we were talking at the top of the broadcast before we went on air. You're talking about that matchup that they have tomorrow. Like, how is this going to affect them? Like, they can't really lose focus for that bigger matchup tomorrow. And it seems like they're in full stride and have momentum on their side, as Martin will take it now and will get the basket.
I mean, that was coast to coast. That's as easy as it can get.
15 points on the day for Malachi Martin. Going for the long 3 is Niles McAdoo. He's been good so far in shooting the 3, but that one is unsuccessful. Cameron Walker dribbles with his left. Hits the leg of Walton. Able to pick it up. Yates in front of him, behind the back. 6:08, 43-66. Bell behind the back, stops. Finley in front of him, underneath the rim. Outside. Kind of past Evan Hurst. Going for the shot himself was McAdoo, to no avail.
Well, he took some extra steps there, but I'm not going to say anything with a 23-point lead by Milton. He was on that James Harden plan.
I was about to say. As Walker will give it out to Hairston. Walker looking to set up a screen, allowing an option for Hairston, but Hairston instead will just pass it back to Cameron Walker.
This is been a pretty smooth, free-flowing game overall. Not a lot of fouls being called. No need for a lot of fouls to be called.
Hairston with a three. Hits the back of the rim into the hands of Walton. Just a little bit behind Bell, and that's going to allow Hairston to pick it up. 66-43. Approaching 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Yates over the top of Bell into the hands of Hairston. And now Yates.
That's 3 seconds. Yeah, good call by the official.
Good call right there.
I'm telling you right now, you need to take and write down comments when I say something good about officials, because it's very rare. It's as rare as the blood moon we had last night.
I guess I got to enjoy it while it lasts. First game commentating with each other, and don't see the side of you often, I hear.
Well, with a 23-point lead and as smoothly as this game has flowed, there's nothing too much to say.
Here's Bell. Hits the inside of that rim and tiptoeing to save it is Hairston. Nice balance. And now with his left hand, another no-look pass to Fisher Finley.
If you really notice with Harrison, when he's dribbling, his head's always up because he's always looking at the next thing. You know, a lot of guys have a tendency to put their head down. I was a shot blocker by nature, so I just read your eyes. When your eyes are up, to me, you can do a variety of different things. But when your eyes are down, it just lets me know when I need to take and put my hand up.
Kobe Isaac tried to put it up, and Yates was in the way as tripping as Josh Favors. Looked like the shot was interfered with, but they're instead going to inbound it in and not allow him to go to the free throw line.
Well, as you can see right now, Coach Whitehart, once again, you can see experience coaching. He's taking his starting 5 out, knowing he's got to get them prepared for tomorrow night versus Lambert. Saw the Lambert coaches in here earlier, no doubt getting some scouting in. But once again, even more importantly, being able to use some of this game film in preparation for tomorrow. That class is going to be a great atmosphere, great contest. The first game ended up going into overtime with Lambert able to pull it out. Be curious to see how the rematch is.
It'll be an exciting matchup to watch as Austin Weiner will make his first free throw attempt.
6'6", 235, huh?
6'6", 235. He's got a bright future ahead of him, only a sophomore.
I'm telling you. It's a great body right there.
Definitely the future of this team as players like Jordan Yates and Donovan Hairston are going to be moving on after this year, including Malachi Martin as well, who's been solid for the day.
But when you start to look at this roster, I mean, it goes back to Bruce Thornton. I mean, guys, the young man's a freshman. That's a man body for a freshman right there. So, you got Austin, Weiner, you got Fisher Finley. A lot of young guys with a lot of potential.
Walton putting it up. He has 5 for the day. As Finley will hand it out to Yates. Yates hits the back of the rim. Rebounded by Isaac. And in the vicinity was Fisher Finley. First foul for Fisher Finley.
Only the 14th foul overall for Milton.
As for Creekside, this is Isaac. Going for the long 3 is Walton. A couple of bounces and bouncing out of the rim. And for Milton, this is Weiner. Finley able to rebound, give it out to Walker. Shot is no good. Now going for the layup of his own was Kewan Thomas.
That was great hustle right there. That was incredible hustle by Cameron Walker right there to get that block. I didn't think he was going to be able to run that down, but he did. Great job. I wouldn't have called the goaltend either.
Yeah, great hustle right there, and nonetheless, they're going to give it to him, and this is going to be Walton with 2.5 minutes, 69-46. Walton trying to cut in that deficit, will not. Yates has it now. Yates dribbling back and forth between his right and left hand, will put it up.
Well, I'll tell you this, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, it's going to be a great 7A matchup tomorrow night with two unsigned and I think two underrated and two of your more underrated guards in this state. It's an argument. A lot of people have given a laundry list of names. But if you have a chance to come out and watch young Donovan Harrison, he's not very young because he's a senior, versus Mitch Gano and Lambert, you're not going to be disappointed. I'll tell you that.
Sounds like a great matchup for the Milton Eagles, as by the looks of it now, they're going to be extending their record to 13-7, as another three is made by Niles McAdoo. Minute 30, as we've got a lot of substitutions in for Milton. Yates will put it up himself.
Nice little pass right there.
McAdoo cuts inside. It's the front of the rim. Rebounded by Creekside, not able to put it up. Yates able to give interference. Nice pass that we've got, and Cameron Walker was trying to put it up, but he was hit by McAdoo.
Once again, the mark of a team. I don't care whether you're up 20, whether you're up 30, if you're still sharing the basketball. That's just part of the culture, because very easily could have tried to go down with the numbers and try to pull up 4-3, but instead made the easy pass. I've always said this is a very simple game, Hassan. The individuals have a tendency to complicate.
$73-49 as for his second free throw attempt. Bounces a couple of times, but eventually lands inside for Cameron Walker. Was 1 for 2 on those attempts. Going for the shot was Creekside Kewan Thomas, and Walker was going to be called for the foul.
Number 23, Kewan Thomas at the line, shooting 2.
Well, Hassan, with less than a minute to go, it was a pleasure having an opportunity to work with you for the first time. Because to be honest with you, all that's left to do here is pay the rent.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure, and I hear that you're coming back for the game number 4 with us here today.
I will be back for Peachtree Ridge and Heritage, but at the same time, I'm gonna get over here, get some popcorn, and take some notes.
Absolutely, we definitely want you guys to stick around. We've got lots of high school hoops ahead for y'all, as Milton now switching back and forth. That is Jack Nickel who checks into the game and will put it up himself. Nice shot.
Yeah, nice. That was a tough shot by McAdoo right there.
30 seconds here as Walker passing it out. Finley short on the 3. Trying to rebound for his team was Nickel. Instead, it's going to Walton, and back the other way for Creekside. Trying to save it was Frazier, and getting the shot is McAdoo. 5 seconds. Finley could just dribble it out if he wanted to, and that is going to end the game, as Milton will take it 76-56. Lewis, if you had to pick a player of the game, who would it be?
You know what? Donovan Harrison. Donovan Harrison did a great job offensively. I thought defensively he was very solid. Did a variety of different things, not only with his ability to score, but passing the ball, as Joel Hilton would say, sharing is caring. and he shared the ball very well. He would be my most outstanding player for the game.
Donovan Harrison, an astounding day. 23 points total, 5 for 6, 83% on free throws. So, like we said, Milton will take it over Creekside in game number 1. But guys, stick around with us. Here at Peachtree Ridge High School, we've got plenty of high school hoops for you all for the rest of the day. You guys are watching the BCB MLK Showcase here on the SUVTV.com.
How do you say your last name? Harrison. All good. It's a little too loud. All right, Rudy Bentley here with Blue Collar Basketball. I'm here with Donovan Harrison with Milton High School. They just got a big win here at the MLK Showcase. Donovan, what was working for you guys out there, both you personally and for your team as a whole?
Just getting out in transition. The team that we were playing, they weren't too well in getting back in transition, so our coach really made us focus on getting in transition this week, so we got a lot of easy buckets off that.
Absolutely, I love that. Yeah, you played really well out in transition. What do you think you can do personally as a leader on the team, kind of help take your team to the next level coming up here these last few weeks of the regular season and going into the playoffs?
As a leader, I think the main thing I need to do is communicate, make sure that we're gap helping and talking on defense. That's really it.
I love it. Donovan, appreciate your time, man. Congrats on the win.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Or flats. Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
The 360, he throws it down.
He'll come off the double screen to the left. Oh, and wide open underneath.
Sexton gonna step back, fade away three. Oh, my goodness. Colin Sexton.
In the lane by Tracy. Here's Williamson, makes his way around one Titan. Now hustling in toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent, off balance jumper.
Nails it. Pierre to Gary Trent Jr. Oh, my goodness.